What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another pros and cons series, or not series, but rather another pros and cons episode. This episode is going to be on the LSTAR. We've covered the, if I'm not mistaken, the Volt and the Havoc. Okay, let me see which ones we've covered. Havoc and the Volt, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'm fairly certain that it has been the Havoc and the Volt. Yeah, Havoc and the Volt. Also, thank you so much for the support on the caustic video. It means the world to me. Thank you so very much. I hope that I was able to teach you something with the caustic video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And it really is tragic what they did to caustic, but this video is going to be on the LSTAR. So this is going to be from the view of a well, I'm mostly aggressive, but I can play patiently, so I'd call myself a hybrid player. So let's start off with the pros of the Volt. Now, the thing about the Volt is that it used to be a lot worse, but it still kind of is somewhat like this. If you fired at someone and you're barrel stuffing them, it's like a flashbang effect. They won't be able to see what they're shooting at. So, say like I'm right here, and they won't like necessarily be able to see it, like. And it won't necessarily entirely blind them, but it'll make it harder to see what they're shooting at. Especially if you're like a smaller character, say like Wraith, for example.
This time will be different.
It'll be a lot harder for them to see what they're shooting at. Another pro of the Volt is the damage. It does 18 a body and 36 a head. And I don't know how much it does to low profile. I'd imagine like 20 low profile for body, 38 maybe for head. And then to fortified, I'd say 16 and 33 maybe for head. So, another good thing about the Volt is, not the Volt, I'm stupid, the LSTAR is the fire rate. It would be quite quick. But that's also a con. We'll get into that when we get to the cons. But so the three pros for the LSTAR are the semi-blinding effect when you're barrel stuffing someone with it, the fire rate, and the damage. Oh, and the pretty tight hip fire spread. Like, this thing's hip fire spread tight. Like, insanely tight. Another pro about the Volt would be that I keep saying Volt, I'm stupid, LSTAR. Another pro about the LSTAR would be that it's really good for barrel stuffing. Like, if you barrel stuff someone with an LSTAR, it's more than likely that you're going to beat them. Unless they're like the most cracked player in the game, but if that's the case, then you're going to lose, but you'll get them really low if you can hit your shots with it. And it has really low recoil. Like, here, I'm not going to control it. No, this is me controlling it. Crap, come on. This is me controlling it. It has barely any recoil. So those are the pros of the LSTAR: the fire rate, the damage, the really low recoil, and the barrel stuff capabilities. And now here's the cons. Now the fire rate for it is a pro and a con. It's a pro because, like, yeah, the gun has high fire rate and it does a lot of damage, so it can output a lot of damage very quickly. But if you miss your shots, if you miss a few of your shots, and you fire too many bullets, this is what's going to happen. You basically have to, like, I guess that's the LSTAR's quote-unquote reload animation. Sorry, my controller disconnected there. I guess that's the LSTAR's quote-unquote reload animation. But controller, stop disconnecting. A character who's really good at counteracting
I'm here. I'm back. Don't ask questions.
Is Rampart. Rampart, because she buffs LMGs, she basically gives them more fire rate and quicker reload speed. Not fire rate, more bigger mag and quicker reload speed. For Rampart, it's substantially longer for it to overheat, and she reloads it way quicker. So one con is I guess you'd say the fire rate, because if you miss your shots, you're gonna have to reload it, and if you're not Rampart reloading it in front of a player, you're probably gonna get one clipped. Another con is the bullet travel speed. You kind of have to barrel stuff with the LSTAR because, like, the travel speed's not bad, but, like, unless you use the LSTAR a lot and you, like, know how to control the recoil of it, you're not going to really be beating anyone from a range. I'd say it's better just to barrel stuff with it. Another con is, this is kind of a pro and a con, the recoil. So, yeah, the recoil for close range is really good. It's really insane, but, like, now you'd never be doing this, and I really hope you'd never be doing this, but if you're back here, it has a lot of side to side, so it makes it really difficult to control. It's not necessarily the vertical recoil, it's the horizontal. So, basically, the pros of the weapon are the fire rate. That's kind of a con and a pro at the same time. It's hard to explain. The fire rate, it's a pro because it has high fire rate and it does a lot of damage. But it's also a con because if you miss your shots, which in the heat of battle, it's sometimes a lot easier to do. It's a lot easier to miss your shots than actually hit. If you miss your shots, you're going to, if you're not playing Rampart, you're going to have to stand in front of someone and fully, like, reload, quote-unquote, reload the LSTAR if it overheats. But if you don't miss your shots, the recoil is the easiest thing to control. The fire rate, once again, because if you miss your shots with the fire rate of the LSTAR, if you miss your shots and you're not playing Rampart, you're going to have to reload in front of someone and you're going to get one clipped. But then again, if you don't miss your shots, the fire rate is going to help you a lot because it's 18 per body. And you can see how quick you can melt someone. A pro is the damage. It does really, really high damage. I think it does...
Right, now this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it does more damage than a devotion. So, the pros, the fire rate, that's also kind of a con, because if you're inaccurate. The recoil, also kind of a con, if you're inaccurate. Or if you're, for some weird reason, trying to beam at a range. A pro is a damage. And the damage and the, I can't really call that a pro, because Rampart only applies that, the reload speed, I was gonna say, but the pros are the damage, the fire rate, the low recoil, and I think that's it. Did I say anything else? Yeah, I think that's it. The fire rate, the low recoil, and the damage. The cons are also the fire rate, the recoil, but not the vertical recoil, the side-to-side recoil. The fire rate, because it's really easy to overheat the LSTAR, so you kind of have to be, like, really accurate when you're using it. The horizontal recoil, because if you're, like, say you have only an LSTAR and you haven't found another gun and you're, like, here, you can still down someone, but you have to know how to control this recoil very, very well. I'd say the bullet travel speed, like, it travels decently quick, but it's really easy to, like, dodge an LSTAR. Oh my beams, Jesus. Like, the travel speed of the bullet is really quick, but it's very easy to dodge and weave an LSTAR. So all in all, I'd say the pros, the fire rate, the damage, the low recoil, yeah, the fire rate, the damage, and the low recoil. The con, the fire rate, because if you miss your shots, it's the fire rate. The horizontal recoil, not the vertical. The vertical is really easy to control. The horizontal, and the bullet travel speed. Because in my opinion, at least when I use an LSTAR, I'll try my damnedest to beam someone from a range, and they'll just dodge and weave my bullets. Like, say in comparison, I shouldn't really be comparing this, but in comparison to a bolt, yeah, that's a lot easier. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you for the massive support on the caustic video. It really makes me so happy to see that the video is already at 1,000 views and still getting more views. It genuinely amazes me. Once again, thank you very much for the support. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I taught you something. Please consider liking and subscribing. And I will see y'all next time. Goodbye, guys.